So Brian Norman, Jin Sasaki. Um, Not a great fight. Fun fight. How about that? Fun fight. Let's talk about it really fast here.
This is high speed chess. That's what you want.
We're gonna be wearing the shades today. It's really early in the morning, and I do not like the way I'm looking right now. So, Norman Sasaki, WBO welterweight title, put on the line in Tokyo. This was in Tokyo. I want to thank both men for taking the risk. Sasaki is a highly ranked contender in the division. Brian Norman, is a world champion in the division. So thanks to both of those men taking the risk, putting on a fight. Brian Norman taking that trip across the Pacific Ocean and giving the Japanese people a show as well. That will bring him a lot of exposure over there on the eastern side of the world, I believe, as well. Now, let's talk about it. Let's start off round one. Why not? We'll kind of break down the fight. We'll kind of break down what's next for these guys, and then we'll talk about Jaron Ennis maybe at the end in the whole welterweight division. Now, it was clear Sasaki was outmatched. Why and how? We'll speak on that a little bit later. But round one, it was clear there's a bit of a level difference here. So if Brian Norman is a B, or wherever you put Brian Norman, it was clear that Sasaki was a C- or a really low C, or wherever you want to put him. Sasaki, by no fabric of the imagination, is a good fighter. He's not a good fighter. And I like Sasaki. I've been following him for a while because the guy puts people out. He puts on shows. He's going to be punch heavy. So I've been following him for a while. Round two was a bit closer. It was still a domination by B Norm, in my opinion. Not a domination, but it was still a clear round by B Norm. And in round three, I kind of tuned out. I'm not gonna lie. It's early in the morning. I kind of tuned out. I can't remember which round he stopped him in. I want to say fourth or fifth. But man, Sasaki, I want to be respectful because it was a great fight. These guys went out there. They punched a lot. They had some great exchanges. Sasaki is just not a good fighter. He's just not championship material. He will never be championship material. And it hurts to say that because, like I said, I like him. He's only 23, 22. But, man, he is a lot in between him and a world title, man. Maybe he could beat Rolly. I think he might be able to knock Rolly out. That's a good bout. Outside of that, there's not a lot of good 147 guys who are going to hold a belt that Sasaki can beat. Unfortunately. There's not much for me to say on Sasaki. Very disappointing. I wasn't expecting much from him in the first place, but he was taunting Brian Norman while being down terribly. So very disappointing, but nonetheless entertaining from Jin Sasaki. As always, if you haven't watched him, go watch some of his fights. Go watch him versus what's his name? Obara. Can somebody put that on the screen? Somebody, let's do that. And then watch him versus Andy Hirayoka. That was a great fight at 140. So, the overarching, am I using that word right? Arching outlying factor was the size difference. I think that was the thing that stuck out to me the most. And I made a tweet about it today. If you're wondering why there was such a size difference, not only is B Norm like that, not only is he's really full into his frame, he's built nice. Let's say that. Sasaki's a 140 pounder who's been forced into the 47 division by missing weight. So that's why that size difference was there. And that's why I believe while Brian Norman is durable and he does have a great chin and he's able to take a lot of shots to the body, Jin Sasaki's a natural 40 pounder. But he has been able to knock some great guys, or not great guys, but he has had some great knockouts at 47. But I think it tells us that Brian Norman, he is a little bit closer to boost than we thought. He showed me angles. He showed me slips. He showed me counters. He showed me timing. He showed me some great things in that fight. Brian Norman has matured a bit as a fighter. I think his boxing style is a bit more mature. I think it's a bit more suited for a world champion now. I think there was a point in time where he was an email champ, which him and Boots technically are, But being emailed the belt does not make you an email champ. An email champ is it's not a mentality, but it's more of the fan saying you don't deserve it, or you may potentially lose the belt very soon, right? I had Brian Norman as an email champ. You didn't deserve the belt. You could lose the belt any time. Boots Ennis was emailed the belt just like Brian Norman, but we never classified him as an email champ. I hope I'm making sense here. But I think his style has matured into a certain magnitude to where we could say this is a champion level fighter now. He's the best guy at 147, with Jaron Ennis moving up into 54. Another thing about these two is the style of punch. And I said this on TikTok. That TikTok should be up about now. Make sure you guys go follow the TikTok. Is that Sasuke has a bullet. He has a sword. It's precise. It pierces. It goes boom, right on the jaw. Brian Norman is more of a clubbing shot. It's more of a war hammer. It's more of a club. It's more of a cannon, especially in this fight. So when you see the guard go up and Norman's just punching through it every time. Go back, watch the rounds. He's punching through his guard every time. Now Brian Norman can find your chin. He can find your chin. If you've seen the knockout, editors, can we see? I don't know if we can put the knockout up here. Top Rank is very strict. If we can't, we ain't gonna take the copyright. So it don't matter. But yeah, Brian Norman was able to find his chin, but more times than not, he was hitting the guard, and he was being successful with doing so. He was overpowering him through just sheer strength and punch power. So that was an interesting dynamic. The sword versus the axe or warhammer type of deal. And yeah, I think Brian Norman proved that he was the better puncher. Sasuke wasn't too efficient, even when landing his shots on the jaw, landing great shots to the body. He still wasn't as effective. Now, let's talk about Jaron Ennis a little bit, and let's talk about the future of this division. I'm moving my needle closer towards Brian Norman. I maybe had this 85-15. I'm moving it to maybe a 75-25 now. Still in Jaron Ennis' favor heavily. But I am a bit interested in seeing it. I am a bit interested in seeing this fight now. Now, Jaron Ennis has moved up. The fight just doesn't make sense anymore. I don't want to see it if it's not going to be a unification, which it won't be, because Rolly Romero's been promoted to the WBA. But, man, I want to ask Boots, do you still have the receipt for those belts? You still got the receipt? See if we can get those back. All right. Is there a no take back rule? Please, let's check that first. Now, what's next for Jaron Ennis? That's a whole nother video. I gotta be honest, that's a whole nother video. Now, what's next for the 47-pound division? Like I said, Rolly's WBA. Barrios is gonna beat Pacquiao, and he's gonna remain WBC. And now you have Brian Norman, WBO, and the IBF is gonna be up for grabs. I don't see Haney or Ryan fighting for that one. Maybe Tio. I don't know what Tio has going on in the future. Conor Benn is occupied with his rematch clause with Chris Eubank Jr. And I don't think he's moving back down to 47. I think he wants to stay at 54. So that IBF title is going to be up for grabs. But nonetheless, it was a fun fight this morning. I enjoyed it. It kind of caught me off guard. I rode out of bed pretty early this morning to come watch it. But I wish I could give you guys a bit of a longer video. This is a pretty lengthy video, about 10 minutes long now. Yeah, I gotta get to work. So I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Also, happy Men's Health Awareness Month, my boys. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. Make sure you guys are taking your energy, built up energy, whether that be negative, positive, wherever, and exerting it somewhere else. Obviously, we want to put that thing somewhere positive. Take care of yourself. Make sure you sing, you dance, laugh, and cry. Call your brothers, tell them you love them. Call your father, tell them you love them. Call your mother. I don't care. Find something positive. Love yourself, love life. Get up the next morning and keep going. I hope everything gets better for everybody out there. We're going to put the graphic at the end of the video to kind of bring some more awareness as well. I hope to see you guys in the next one.